Hello everyone, my name is Noble, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to build this awesome starter fortress. So when you come into this courthouse here, you're going to be greeted by two armor stands that are made to look like guards. We also have some pathway blocks and some rooted dirt as well to give it a little bit more texture. And then if we head on inside here real quick, you can see we're greeted by a bed and a nice flower pot as well. We also have a painting, we have a dog as well, and then we have a storage area up top. We also have some room out here for a little farm area or whatever else you need to do as well. Now obviously for this build you can scale it up or down however much you'd like, but I decided to keep mine pretty small. But without further ado, let's get started with the tutorial. Now for this build, these are all the materials you're going to need. We're going to go ahead and start out with the towers, and for that we're going to start out with deep slate at the bottom. It's just going to be 2 blocks on each side with a 2x2 area in the middle there. Now for the front of the build, we're going to need to leave 3 spaces open, so we're going to come right here and start our next tower. Now for these walls, we're going to go ahead and extend these 4 blocks out. And then for the back towers, they are offset 1 block, so we're going to start them just 1 block to the left like this. And this is roughly how it should look when you're done with that. Alrighty, so next up we're going to go ahead and get started with the house. Now to do that, we're starting our pillars just right up against the castle walls here. And then we just need to fill in the frame this way as well. Now after we get that done, we're going to come up just 1 more story here. And then we just have to fill in all these frame blocks like so, and it should look about like this when you're done. Now next up, we're going to start on the walls, which we're using stripped oak for. Now in the middle of the walls, you're going to leave space for a doorway in the front and then some windows up top here. For the windows, to give it that rustic look, I went ahead and used fences here. And then for the door, we're just using a spruce door. Now for the outside of the house, we just need to do a simple design with the stairs like so. And then next up, we're just going to be taking some cobblestone walls and bringing them up like so. And then we're taking some andesite walls to bring them over. And then they're going to come up 2 blocks like this on these back pillars here. Now for this empty space here, that's where we're going to go ahead and throw our armor stands. And I used full iron armor, but of course you can use whatever type of armor you prefer. So next up, we're going to start on the roof of this house. So it's a pretty simple roof with just 1 block coming out on this side. And then we're going to take it up 1 block further up here. And of course we need to connect those stairs on the bottom as well. And then we're just going to repeat that process on this side. And then after we have that completed, all we have to do is fill in the top with some planks here. And that should be your roof after you're all done. And now we just need to place a lantern up here to finish it off. Now for the back of the house, you do want to have some cobblestone pillars coming up just like this. And then we're going to have some andesite pillars coming over. And then to add to that reinforced look, we're going to have some andesite pillars coming up right here as well. And then we're going to place some fences up top here to extend that up. And of course another lantern as well. So next up, we're going to go ahead and build up our towers and walls here. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the back ones. So to do the gradient, you're going to want to just do a couple deep slate blocks just like that. And then mix in some random stone and andesite blocks as well. Of course, you got to have some cracked bricks too. But basically, you just want to repeat this pattern until it meets the level of the roof. Alright, and that's about the level we want it to be at. So from there, you can go ahead and take some wood and fill it in here. And then we're going to extend this block out just 1 here and place an andesite wall up top. Now from there, you're going to take some oak gates and place them like so. And with the stair being there, it should raise this one up to give it a nice little raised look. And then of course you want a lantern back here just so you don't have any mobs spawning up here. And then we're just going to repeat that process on this side. Alrighty, now this should be about what it looks like whenever you're done with that. Now for these walls, we're going to go ahead and extend them up just 1 block with andesite. And it's going to go 4 blocks out on each side. Now for these front towers, we're going to have them with the same design as the ones in the back, with this one just being 1 block lower than that, and then this tower being 1 block lower than that tower. So in total, just to clarify, you're going to have 5 block towers on your base. This one's going to be a 4 block tower, and then this one's going to be 3 blocks. And after you're done, it should look pretty much like that. Now for the finishing touches, we just need to add an entrance area in here. For that, we're just going to do some andesite walls like so, and then an oak fence in the middle. And then of course we gotta have some lanterns on the walls here as well. Now for this outside area, we're just gonna have some path blocks coming out like this. And then we're gonna throw some rooted dirt in there as well. And it should look about like that when you're done. Now if you'd like to, you can also throw some stones out here as well. And for that, I'm just using some stone buttons. Now for this inside area, I just continued the textured look for the floor. And it should look about like that when you're done. Now of course we need a bed in here as well, and then we'll need a nightstand as well. And we can throw our flower up top like that. Now for this side, we're going to have our smelting area, and then we're going to throw some lanterns back here as well for some lighting. We're also going to have some lanterns up here. Now for the storage area, we're just going to have some trapdoors coming out like so, and then we're just going to throw some chests up there just like that. Now for the painting, we're just going to have a 1x1 painting. Really, you can do whatever size you'd prefer, but that's just how I like to do it. And we got our painting in, now we just need to throw a dog in here. And just like that, your house is fully set up. Now just because I know some people are going to ask as well, this is what the build looks like with shaders turned off. In my opinion, I think it looks just as snazzy. And with that being said, your base should be complete. Well, I hope you guys did enjoy this tutorial, and if you did, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you have any ideas for any future tutorials, make sure to comment those as well. But with that being said, I will see you guys in the next tutorial video. Thank you for watching and have a great day.